to When Creativity Knocks All-Star Designers Spring Series.
Well, babies are blooming in my neighborhood, so I wanted to come up with a fun baby project for you today. All of my friends' daughters are having babies, including my own. So I do have a new little granddaughter, Madison, who is adorable.
Making things for her.
Yes, I am. And so this was really fun. I wanted to do a decor piece for a baby room. And this would be a great gift for a shower.
Perfect.
Or a new mommy who's just trying to do something on a budget for the baby's room. So I started off at, yes, us crafters do like going to the big box stores, lumber yards. Anyway, you can buy these great yardsticks for under $1. So you can buy 3 yardsticks. Now, depending on how many letters you're using, this one we have 7. You're going to have, and they're 4 inches high, but they're not always 4 inches wide.
Depending on the letter.
I'm using the smooth foam letters. So that will really judge how long you're cutting. But for today, I'm doing cut at 28 inches. That's exactly was the right length to do the word Madison. So we cut up the 3 yardsticks, as you can see here, and then glue them on top. You can either use hot glue or you can use a glue for wood glue. And once you do that, you do want to, I just rubber band or tape them together till the glue is set, till they really are set. So once you've done that, now as much as I like, Lowe's, I really didn't want that hanging in the baby's room. So a little bit of sandpaper and a lot of
elbow grease.
Definitely a lot of elbow grease. I removed that. So you see now I have my base. But I really, don't want to hang this color in the baby's room. So I decided to go with lavender because that happens to be Madison's room's in lavender. So good old Rit dye.
Again, perfect for wood.
A little bit of hot water, and I like to use boiling water. So I know you don't have to, but I like to use it. So this is a little scrap piece I want to show you. So kind of I'm using as a wood stain.
It is. It works just like a wood stain.
And you're just going to brush it on like this. Let it dry. If you want it darker, add more coats, or you can add a little bit more dye depending on how
opaque you want it. I've even done it right from the bottle, and then it's real opaque.
Oh, so you just depending on what you want. So the next thing we're going to do, now this one granted is not, because I didn't dye it, but you're going to mark, I wanted to put cup hooks on this so we could do hanging.
The little hanging hooks. It's a great idea.
So go ahead and measure where your cup hooks are. You're going to use, I use like a little nail. Actually, I used a giant nail somewhere. And I marked where
you want to insert this.
And then we're going to not put that in quite yet. We're going to come back and put those in a little bit. But go ahead, get all your markings done.
So that way you know how many embellishments you need also.
Yes, thank you. And then I also just put the little hooks on the side for hanging.
On top.
So just use these for the sides. Okay, so cup hook. All right. So the next step, we're going to show you how to do some painting. So I'm going to use smooth foam letters when I like, because I really light compared to using wood ones. So I went ahead and painted them with the chalky paint. I did find I used 2 coats though to get the really nice solid.
And it covers really well.
And I alternated my colors. So set those aside to dry, and while they're drying, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do my little clay embellishments. And I called my good friend Cindy, like, how do you dye white Macon's clay? How do you color it? She said, with acrylic paint. Cindy did not tell me you should be wearing rubber gloves when you do it because it's very messy.
See, I like to get down.
So after I had paint all over, washed my hands.
That's the fun.
Went to this, squirted some of this into a little pile of white clay.
You just need a few drops. That's the key.
And then you can always add more for your colors. And look how great that is. There's the colors there. Here's my green. And why don't you grab that pink for me too? Boy, doesn't it look like the colors of the paint?
Just a few drops to a handful of clay, and then again add
a lot of kneading and a lot of kneading.
Mix.
Okay, so once that project was accomplished. Then I went to the roller and I rolled the clay, and Cindy's just going to be my little assistant here and roll a piece out for me real quick.
Again, it's soft and easy to use. You don't have to condition it first. And we're using it in the Ultimate Clay Machine. And I usually start with the first setting.
Yeah,
I'm rolling backwards, so forgive me here, but
it does come with a clamp for the table too.
yeah, it does
so.
have a clamp when you set it.
And
you
then
get a good even surface, not to texture it. You can either place it down and roll it. You can, so, yeah. Sometimes you may want to.
I needed cornstarch on mine.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that if you're having a problem with it sticking. You can either place it down and press and roll it with a little rolling roller, or you can put it back in the machine.
Which I did. That's why I put it through the machine.
And just roll it through, again, backwards. I'm getting pretty good at this backwards thing.
Too many hands in the pot there. Okay, and then we'll just peel this off.
There you go.
And this is where I found the little bit of the cornstarch really did release it better for me. And then I went and I used these fun little cookie cutters.
Clay cutters, and they're
Clay
such fun
cutters.
shapes.
So then what I went to next is here's our colored letter. And here's all my little pieces I've already have out. So I started with the larger flower, and I just molded this just like this. Now I'm just going with the little flower here. I add a little petal, and as you can see, I alternated one's up, well, those are both up, but I did try to do up and down as I went. When I come back, I'm going to show you how to do the center. Now for my center, I used a glass bead. And I just thought these were really fun because they're flat. And then I just took a straight pin and I put it right into the center of the bead. And then I went into right through the clay. I just think it really made it really nice.
It adds some great dimension.
Really nice dimension. So while this was still wet, I pushed right through this. And I didn't moisten that at all because these are actually dry, but they'll move.
Yeah.
And then I went ahead and screwed it right in. So you see I did that. I took all my letters and I hot glued my letters right to the top. Okay, super easy little artwork, cost pennies to make. A dollar store frame. Took the whole thing apart. And what you're going to do is you're not going to use any of the back.
Just the glass.
You're just going to use the glass. So simply take it apart, pop out your glass, go ahead and paint the frame.
With the chalky paint.
With the chalky paint.
So it matches your letters.
Exactly, so it's really very well coordinated. Then I'm going to, let me put this, I hope you can see this at home okay. Cindy, if you hold the glass for me, and get that out of the way. So I did two steps. First of all, I used the etch-all on the front of the glass. So I just put my flowers on like so. So put those on, make sure they're attached to the glass really well. Then you're going to follow the manufacturer's instructions how to use the etch-all. You just paint it on, 15 minutes, bang, rinse it off. Now, once that's done, you can go ahead and peel it off and then turn over. So let's go ahead and peel those off. We'll just pretend those are etched already.
The magic of television.
You can see how this is etched right here. Then I took the big flower, flipped it over, put it on the back side of the etched, like this, and then I painted it with the chalky paint right on it. So let's bring this one into frame. Here's the etched right here on the front, and here's the paint on the back. And let me show you.
Got a little bit of frosted glass and get a little bit of color too.
And then I just hot glued the glass.
But that's a good idea. It holds it in and it doesn't show.
Yeah, and I put a bead right along the edge so there's no sharp edge. And then I used some of the bead chain on and you could either tape it or hot glue it to the back. And I did the same thing with the bird, only this one I etched the big flower and our bird. So I did him on the back. And here again, bead of hot glue. And aren't those fun? You want to help me hang them up?
I like how the wall behind will show through.
Yeah, that's why I was first going to do a picture, and I thought, this is much more fun. Look at that. And then, of course, you got to hang some cute little booties or shoes that you get at the shower. And now they have a great project for their baby room.
Anna, that was a really cute way to customize a project for a baby's room.
Thank you. I really enjoyed coming up with that for everybody. Like us on Facebook and pin us on Pinterest.
Follow us on Twitter, and now find us on Instagram also. Go to the homepage of our website and sign up to receive our weekly newsletter. And then you'll be eligible to win one of our weekly prize packages full of product from all of our sponsors.
Lots of goodies. Tune in next week for another great episode.